Well, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's political future could be revealed this week.
Perhaps today. CTV News has learned that some staffers in the Prime Minister's office have been told to come into the office in person today. No clarification yet on exactly why. We also know that a caucus meeting has been called for Wednesday after the caucus's regional chairs met Friday to discuss Trudeau's continued leadership. This will be the first time the Prime Minister will face his caucus since telling them he'd reflect on his political future over the holidays.
In the meantime, Mark Carney is reportedly ready to step up for the Liberals amid growing calls for the Prime Minister to resign.
CTV's Rahim Ladani reports.
As calls for the Prime Minister to step down grow louder, the man Trudeau recruited to be a special advisor has emerged as a front-runner in a potential Liberal Party leadership race.
Former Governor of the Bank of Canada, Mark Carney, will be the prohibitive front-runner in this race. One, because he's extraordinarily talented. Two, because he's got the skill set in the area where Trudeau was the weakest, which is the economy.
Sources tell CTV News Mark Carney is actively considering running to be Trudeau's replacement. His economic track record could play favorably with Canadians, many of whom feel life has become unaffordable, and with the looming threat of tariff negotiations with U.S. President-elect Donald Trump.
The average Canadian is saying, look, the Liberal brand is still there. Trudeau is not. He's not on their radar screen at all. That's what's been fueling the 20-something% lead for the Conservatives. So if Carney makes it into the race, it'll be a game changer.
The latest poll from Nanos Research shows the federal Conservatives with a commanding 47% support over the Liberal 21%. It's a daunting deficit that has others believing even if Carney were to step in as leader, it wouldn't be enough to change the outcome of the upcoming election.
With all respect to whoever might take this thing over, I don't think that there's a person who's going to completely transform the circumstances where they're all of a sudden going to come first, right? This is going to be a 6-year project, an 8-year project, at least a 4-year project. And is that what Carney or any of these people want to sign up for at this point?
A special National Caucus meeting where the Prime Minister will face his Liberal MPs is set for Wednesday and a lengthy 6 hours. It will be the first time they meet since Trudeau said he'd be reflecting over the holidays.
What Liberals want is stability. And so I think if the Prime Minister's decision is to step aside, then we want to see a plan to, whether or not there's a leadership race, what that leadership race looks like. Is there an interim leader? Does the Prime Minister stay on during a leadership?
Many unanswered questions amidst Trudeau's uncertain political future. Rahim Ladani, CTV News, Toronto.